I'm going to be showing you how to use the video analysis program to collect data for your buggy lab. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to download the videos of each of the buggy trials. So click on each link, open it up, then you're going to want to download it. Might take a little bit to download. But once it's downloaded, go back to our Buggy Lab solution. We're going to open up the video analysis program. So click on the video analysis program link. It's going to pop up here and ask you to import video. So let's choose file. And then make sure you get to your downloaded video. Okay, click open. And it'll appear here. So then we're going to move the slider forward to move forward in the video. We want to find about where the buggy appears to start moving. Now in the video we have the 0 meter mark and the 1 meter mark in tape to help us find it visually. So you're going to want it right around where the buggy starts moving at the 0 meter mark. Now before we can start collecting data, we need to set up some things. So click on System. And first it's going to want you to set up a scale. So we're going to drag these circles to where we need them to be. So we're going to set the scale between the 0 and the 1 meter mark. And if this is blocking it, if you have a touch screen, you can zoom in with a 2-finger touch and zoom in on the video here. And then you can click and drag this to the 1 meter mark. Okay, it'll say 1 meter here, which is what we want, which is correct. Then you can zoom out so we can see the whole video screen again. Again, that's 2 fingers on the touch screen. Okay, next we're going to set where our origin is. It doesn't really matter, but click on the origin, and we're going to have it start where the buggy starts, right at 0. Now if you notice, you can rotate this, so if the video is slightly slanted, you can do that. But we're going to be tracking along the y-axis here. So all of our position values that we collect, they'll be on the y-axis. Okay, last thing before we start collecting data, we can use these forward and backwards steps, and this goes 1 frame at a time. So we want to make sure that we're at the exact frame that the buggy starts moving past the 0 mark. Okay, choose one location on the buggy to track, and you want a point that's pretty easy to see. So I'm going to choose the top right tire on the buggy to track. Okay, next we're going to click on Add, and from here, all we do is we click on the very front of that tire, and as soon as we do, the program advances the frame forward, so we don't have to, it does it automatically. Now it might help if we use 2 fingers on the touch screen to zoom in, because then we can see a little bit better here to track it. So again, click the very front of the tire. We're going to keep doing that as the buggy advances forward. Now this is going to take a little bit, and if you mess up on a point, no worries. Go over here to Edit, and you can click on that point, and then hit Delete on your keyboard. And then when you're ready to collect data again, you can go back to Add. So keep tracking the motion of the buggy. If you notice, it's going to start creating a position time graph here for you. And it's also going to be listing the position values in the table here. Okay, we do want to keep tracking the motion of the buggy throughout the entire video that we can see, so the entire 1 meter. Okay, once you do have enough data collected, so once the buggy has gone all the way to the 1 meter mark, then you can decide if you want to use the data from the table. Again, we're looking at the y direction, so look at the time values here in this column, and then also the y position values here. Or if you want to, you can use the graph. So if it helps, you can click on the vertical axis labels here and you can uncheck the X position just so you see the Y position more clearly. You can also go up here to the windows, and you can unselect the video and unselect the table just to see the graph, or if you want to see the table with it, you can. Or when you're trying to collect data with the video, you can just have the video selected so you can see it better. So that's this window button up here. I'm going to show you with the graph. If you want to use the position time graph to help you find some data, if you go down to the bottom corner here, Graph Tools, click on that. We can apply curve fit. Your data looks pretty linear, or it should look pretty linear. So click Apply, and it's going to give you the slope value and the y-intercept value. So if you want to use data this way from the graph, that's how you do that. Again, that's the Graph Tools, Apply Curve, and it is linear. If you want to get back to your table, again, go back up here to the View Options, the window, and click on Table. Make sure you're looking at the y values and the time values here. Okay, if you have any questions while you're collecting this data, be sure to email your teacher or come in during office hours. When you are done with collecting your data here, you might want to save it. So go up here to this file menu and do Save As. Now it's just going to automatically download a file that you won't be able to open, but next time you open up the Video Analysis app, I'm going to do that here. Just going to open the Video Analysis program again. And rather than choosing File, if you want to open your saved file, you want to go Open Saved File. So if you go to Choose File here, it's taken a second to think about it, but you can take your saved file that you just downloaded and reopen your same experiment. Okay. Make sure that you do this for all 6 videos. So 3 for the blue buggy and 3 for the red buggy. Again, let your teacher know if you have questions via email or attending office hours.